Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And today we have The Grasshopper and the Ants. This is a 1934 Silly Symphony classic animated short. It runs about 8 minutes or so. Yeah, 8 minutes, and it's based on the classic Aesop fable about the hardworking ants and the lazy grasshopper who just fiddles his day away singing songs. Oh, the world owes me a living, as he sings, as the ants prepare for winter. And he kind of suckers, not suckers, but he kind of teases one of the ants into, like, hey, believing in his philosophy. And the queen comes along and is like, no, no, no. We gotta work to make sure that we're safe. And honestly, I mean, this is 1934. This is coming out at a time that's right in the middle of the Depression. So yeah, it's not a unfamiliar theme at about this time, where people are like, you know what, you can't not be working. You can't just expect things to be taken care of for you. You should be working in order to survive. But there's also the story of the aspect of being charitable to those who are less fortunate, even if their fortune is their own fault. So yeah, that's as philosophical as I'm going to get on this one. One thing you will hear on this is, like, very often a lot of these things have no dialogue, but this one, there's singing, there's dialogue, and Pinto Colvig, who is a classic animation voice for Disney, you will recognize his voice immediately. He is the original voice of Goofy, Pluto, and also Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So going all the way back to 1930. So not only 4 years earlier than this, but we don't see a whole lot of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoons. I don't even think those are on Disney Plus yet. At least haven't seen any in the list. So if they are, I just don't realize it yet. So I haven't seen any yet. So I think those should be coming soon, I would hope. Maybe there's an anniversary coming up. I don't know. Either way, this is pretty short. It's pretty simple. I always encourage people every time one of these things shows up on the list, and the silly symphonies and things like that. Everything with, even if it doesn't involve Mickey, Donald, Pluto, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy, Clarabelle, if it doesn't involve each one of those, there's still lots of really amazing classic stories that are responsible for the fact that we even have Disney Plus. We wouldn't have any of that stuff if it wasn't for films like this that were building the foundation of what Disney would become, or it already was at this point, but would become. You understand, they weren't a big deal way, 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 way back then. And now Disney is like the biggest corporation on the planet, practically. Entertainment corporation. Yeah. So yeah, if you're like, oh, isn't it great that I have access to so many things on Disney Plus, all the things I want to watch whenever I want to watch them? Well, watch this, and you'll see why. There's a section that shows all the classics. Just go through them on a rainy fall afternoon and just watch all of them. Go for it. Let's pick tomorrow's episode in the meantime.
512.
512. I think we're still in the thes at that point. Oh, wow. Wow. If you don't understand, it's a short one, so if you don't understand why I'm wowing here, because when I do this, the random number that just came up there, it is completely random. I don't know what number is going to show up, and I don't know what it correlates to until I look it up on the list here. And honestly, I grew up with this movie when I was a kid. I don't know how I saw it. I don't know if I saw it in theaters, but I kind of remember it being on TV a lot. I guess maybe it was on the Wonderful World of Disney or something. I don't know, but I really liked this movie. It was before VCRs, so it's not like we owned the movie. But yeah, I've been waiting for this to show up randomly so I could pick it, so I could watch it. I'd see if it lives up, see if I have any memory of it whatsoever. I know I've watched this, but it'll be probably like watching it for the very first time when I see it here. The Unidentified Flying Oddball. Yeah, it's not the thes, but it's the U's, the very short section of movies that begin with the letter U. Wow. The The unidentified flying oddball. I liked spaceships. I liked aliens and stuff like that when I was a kid. Star Wars. So, but yeah, that's what we're watching next. Unidentified flying oddball in the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.